How's it going, guys? Raxzy here and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to record and edit Clash Royale videos. Before I start, there's a few things that you'll need to know. This video is going to be split into two parts. The first part will be showing you how to record your gameplay and commentating, and the second part will be showing you how to edit the video. Unfortunately, for the first part where I'll be showing you how to record will only work for iOS devices and you'll need a Mac computer, but Android users, you're not out of luck because the second part of the video where I'll be showing you how to edit will work with gameplay from Android and iOS devices, but you will need a computer with an editing software. The editing software I use is called Camtasia Studio 8, and if you don't have an editing software, there's a 30-day free trial for Camtasia and I'll have the link to it in the description. Camtasia has a Windows and Mac version, so it won't matter what operating system you have. There are also other free editing softwares such as iMovie and Windows Movie Maker, so if you want to, you can get those. Now that's all out of the way, let's get right into the first part. So now that you're on your Mac, what you're going to want to do is get your iOS device and plug it into your Mac computer with the charging cord. So that's the first step. Once it's plugged in, what you're going to want to do is go to the top right corner and click on the spotlight search. You have to search for QuickTime Player and just hit enter. You'll notice that nothing pops up on the screen, so what you've got to do is go up to File and then hit New Movie Recording. Your device should pop up on the screen, but if it doesn't, go down to this arrow right here and under Camera, select your device name. So whatever your device name is, just select that and it will come up if it already hasn't. And make sure your microphone is selected to the one you want to use as well. So now that your device is on the screen, you can do whatever you want, get your replay ready to record, all of that stuff. And this will work with any game as long as it's an iOS device. You can use this to record your home screen, anything on your iOS device. But just remember that this won't work with Android devices. So when you're ready to record, all you've got to do is hit the record button, and when you're finished, just hit the stop button. Now you can watch your video back or anything, but when you're finished and you're ready to start editing, what you have to do is just hit the X button and it'll ask you where you want to save it. I'm just going to name it clip or whatever, and I'm saving it to my documents, and then all you've got to do is hit save. Now that's done, it's time to start editing your video. Alright, so now that we're in our editing software, before I start, there's a few things that I want to say. So if you do have an Android device, or if you have an iOS device but just don't have a Mac, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of other ways to record your gameplay. There are screen recording apps and tons of stuff. The only reason I record mine with my Mac the way I do is that it records the gameplay in high quality, and a lot of the other screen recorders, apps and stuff that you can get don't make it high quality and they make it a bit pixelated, but you can definitely record your gameplay with any of those apps if you would like to, and as long as you've got your file with your recording on your computer, you can edit it the same way as I am right now. So now let's start editing this. So the first thing that you've got to do is go to this import media button up here, click on that, and now locate wherever your file is on your computer. So mine's right here, so I'm going to open this up. So now the first thing you've got to do after that is get your video from this white box and just drag it down to track 1 down here and put it right there. So I've made a 9-second video, it doesn't have any audio, I've just made this quick video just to demonstrate. Now before you do anything else, you have to do this crucial step. What you have to do is go up to here, this box right here, and click on it. So basically what this is in simple words is the editing dimensions or the quality of your video, how good it's going to look in pixels. So right here, Camtasia gives you these three options. There's 1080p, which I use, it looks great. 720p, which is a bit worse, but it is still HD and looks good. And there's 480p. Please do not use anything under 720p. 720p looks fine, but do not use 480p. It looks all crappy, and no one wants to watch a 480p video when they can go and watch tons of 1080p and 720p videos. If you do make your video 480p, it's just going to look crap, and people are going to click off it within seconds. So I make mine 1080p, it looks amazing. I'm going to keep mine on 1080. And also, you've got to make sure by clicking on the edges of this that if the yellow lines come up like that, that means it's centered properly, and that's how it should be. So, alright, that's all looking good, the yellow lines are there. So yeah, that step is complete. Now, obviously there are black sides next to your video and that doesn't look too good. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and import a background. So I've already got a background. What you can do is you can find one on the internet or you can make your own one. But make sure the background is the same dimensions as your video or it's not going to work properly. So just go ahead and drag it in like you did with the video and make sure it goes for the length of the video. So just click on it and drag it like this. And before I do anything else, I just want to quickly say that if you are using another editing software, obviously it is going to look different, I'm sorry, but there should be some similar things, hopefully. And I'm not going to be showing you all the complicated stuff with Camtasia, just the simple stuff to make your video look good. So let's get back on with it. So as you can see, my background went over my video and that's obviously not what you want. You want your video to be in front of it. So right click on that and click on send to back. And obviously now your video is in front of it and it does look good. So if I do play this test clip that I made, you can see that my video is in front of it. And it does look a bit laggy, but that's only because it's in preview. Once you export it, it will look a lot better. So yeah, that's the background done. So now I'm going to be showing you how to cut parts out of your video, because that is something that you are going to need to do a lot of the time. If you make a mistake, you can easily cut it out. So just grab this weird looking thing and drag it to the start of the part that you want to cut out. And either grab the red or the green one and just drag it across. Now that blue part that's selected is what's going to be cut out. So all you've got to do is click the scissors thing that say cut. And that part is now gone from the video. So if you watch it back, you'll notice that it cuts and that part's out of the video. So yes, that's how you cut stuff out if you need to. You probably will, so that's something important to know. And another thing that's important is this audio thing. If you want to make your audio louder or lower, just click on that and you can change that. Obviously the test video I made doesn't have any audio, but all you've got to do is click on this green thing and just drag it up and down if you want to change the volume of your audio. Now the last thing I'm going to be showing you how to do is adding an intro and outro to your video. So I don't have an intro, but I do have an outro, so I'm going to go to import. And my outro is here, so all you've got to do is find it on your computer, and there it is. So what I have to do now is drag it to the end of my video. So now you can see my outro is at the end of the video. Yes, so that's all you need to do. Once you've got your outro at the end, basically your outro is attached to your video. So I'm just going to put the audio down a bit. Alright, so now we can watch this and you can look at the whole video in its finished product. So let's just let this play through. And once again, it probably looks bad because it's in preview mode. And then my outro is coming. There we go. So it's as simple as that. That's all it takes. Obviously, when I'm making my videos, it takes a lot longer because I do a bit of fancy stuff and the videos are longer. So yeah, now that we're done making the video, what we've got to do is produce the video now, or export the video as some people call it. So I am happy with this little 9-second video or 23-second video, however long it is. So this is how you export your video. What you've got to do is go to produce and share. Now it does say share to YouTube. I haven't tried that, but I do not recommend that. What I would say to do is go down here to custom production settings and then click next. So what you have to do is select MP4 and then go next. So now go over to the video settings tab. So you can see this thing here, and pretty much the smaller you put it, the worse your video is going to look, but the smaller the file size will be. So if you put it higher, your video is going to look great and the file size will be larger though. So it really doesn't matter. What I would recommend, I do mine at about 85. Please do not make it below 50. I've tested this. Below 50 makes the video look really bad. So 85, 75 is perfect. You can do 100 if you want it to look really good, but it will take a bit longer to upload. So 85 is how I do it, but because it's a short video, I'm just going to put it on 100 for now. So then go over to audio settings. I recommend putting it at 128 or 256. I'm just going to keep mine at 256 for this, and then click next. Now keep going next, and over here you'll see what do you want to call the video. So this isn't what your title on YouTube has to be, it's just what you want it to be saved as. So I'm going to name this test video, and put where you want it to be saved. I'm saving it to my desktop. So now all you've got to do is go finish and your video will start to render. So when your video is finished rendering, this will come up on your screen. You can just click finish and basically that is done. So you can go watch your video and it's basically all ready to upload to YouTube. So it will save your video in a folder like this wherever you wanted it to be saved. So you have to find the MP4 file and that's the video. So let's open this. So yep, this is the video. It's all looking good, it looks perfect, and it's all set to upload to YouTube. There you have your finished video. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed and if I helped, be sure to hit that like button. If you have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will answer all of your questions. And if you have any ideas for tutorial videos that you want me to make, also leave them in the comments, and if they're good, I will probably make them. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.